What is up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel, Jimmy Flippin' Deals. It is officially cold here in Texas and has been for about a week. Unfortunately, I did a video that y'all will never see. You're probably not missing much, I get that, but like I did an hour and a half long video that I got ready to chop down into, whatever. This hood's messing with me. 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it was, but nevertheless, did the video, and I didn't have a pause button on the video. It was in like 3 different sections, and 2 of them didn't have a pause button, and I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on, because normally I'll do something, and if I get distracted I hit pause and then I'll come back, and it didn't have it, and it was weird. But anyway, I got it over to the editing software, and the whole thing was in slow motion. Yeah, not cool at all. So unfortunately, I just missed that video. I was, however, first off, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for caring enough to keep showing up on a regular basis. I definitely see the views, and thank you so much. That's quite an honor. Let's get it moving. The video, among other things that you will never see, was about the Christmas returns, and overall that did not hit as bad as it could. I don't know about y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all fared over the return season coming from Christmas, right? But overall it wasn't horrible. I am in retail arbitrage. I do retail sales. I buy and sell. 95% of what I sell is new, and with that, I forget which U.S. board that I read a article about, but they were among the belief that 16% of all e-commerce sales resulted in return. Not only that, but 20% of the returns that did transpire were fraudulent, in fact. So as I worked through mine, which there is not a short supply of them, matter of fact, there's still some in the car. I got half a dozen in the car today. It looks like, and I believe in the good of the world, looks like the vast majority of them are honest returns. I did get one back that was in the video that you'll never see, that they changed their mind on, the buyer's remorse. Maybe they found a few dollars cheaper because there was a packing slip from another company in the box for something that was very similar to mine. When I received it, it was broken, beyond all, not salvageable. So that was unfortunate, but those things do happen. It is the price of doing business, and a larger perspective of your business allows me and you and I, the ability to foresee and account for those things, right? So I know the percentages, not just the return percentage, but how it actually hits my pocketbook on average, and I calculate that into the buying and selling of the merchandise that I sell, as I'm sure that most of y'all do too. I know on some platforms I do much better as far as buyer remorse than I do others, and there is a lot less buyer fraud on some platforms as opposed to others. And for those that are not resellers, yes, there is very much so buyer fraud, but nevertheless it does happen. I, on some marketplaces, have so many that never show up. Matter of fact, it's almost like a course. The porch thieves only steal that platform stuff. But nevertheless, here we go. The other part of that video, the most important part, maybe I should lead with that, but I didn't, so here we go, is the U.S. Customs Border Patrol paperwork in order for me to become an importer. And in a second I'll tell you why that's so I'll just tell you now. I have been hit in the last month with 3 IP complaints from on various marketplaces for different forms of intellectual property issues. Intellectual property complaints have been getting the best of me over the last month or so. Like I say, 3 in the last month. Not only that, but I now have 2 because of that. They have 2 marketplaces have started their preliminary threatening about the performance of my account and the activeness of my account. You know, threaten that they could ban me because of it. So I got to be very careful on that, and that is one other reason why it is so important for me as a retail reseller, retail merchant, if you will, in order to get my own products and develop my own brand. That way I have the exclusive rights, just like they do. Last time I talked to you, I was in just the very beginning stages of it, which I haven't progressed a whole lot further past, other than I have studied quite a bit. Like, if you want to call it hyper focus about it, I have learned quite a bit in the last week and a half. I have week and a half, 2 weeks now. I have, part of it is I had to send a request to the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol about a particular access to their platform. That way I can bypass the customs brokers. Customs brokers, although they are very useful and it's a time-saving device, it also does cost each and every time you use them. And for a small seller, small merchant, small importer like myself, those fees definitely affect the profitability of the products that I sell, because it's hard to get over their base pay, their minimum pay. You know, if I were shipping whole containers of the same product, I would be able to negotiate better rates and utilize their services. At this point, I am not, and for them to charge me $200 on the top of a $1,000 order is just makes it on the verge of unprofitable. A lot of things that would be profitable without them are not when you add that into it. And then, you know, the time it takes to sell, package, and be responsible for returns as well. So the first step, I did kind of, rather than just easy, which I should have probably, little letterhead, and because that's what U.S. Customs and Border Patrol requires for the request to come on company letterhead. I spent a few days putting one together that I'm very, very pleased with. Although I've been in business 3 years, I've never needed one. Now I have one, and I have a very professional looking one, which is super, super cool on that. It will help me, I'm sure, hopefully, as time moves on. So I have that. I'm fixing to send that form off. When I get that form back, I will have a number that goes on to the other form, the first form that I started out with. I started to work on filling that out. I have it partially filled out, and then it asked for this number in addition to that. And I was told that I could probably leave it blank for the time being, and then as time went on, but I figure I'll send that off. A week or so later, I'll get it back, and then should be able to do the importer of record. And I've already shopped for the products that I'm looking for. I haven't quite negotiated the rates, but I do believe I am narrowed in on some products to start my brand up, which is just awesome. And the versatility of what I'm going to be selling will definitely help me in the future. I know the product as a whole sells. I've never tried to sell my own brand, but I do not believe necessarily that price, or I don't believe that brand is what's speaking to people. I believe it's price point. And if I get my product of similar or better quality at a price point that is similar or better than my competition, then I should make the sale. You know, and I believe ultimately that I will. I believe this is the way to it. That way I can stop these IP complaints. That way I don't get in trouble with these marketplaces, because the relationship is vital to the success of my business, right? And 3 in the last month is not good. So that's what's going on with me. Sales are slow to decent. Definitely needing supplemental work, and clearance has not broke through, so I can tell that things are getting closer. I see 25, 30, even 50% off in some cases. Give me just a second. Yep. 30-50% off. I just need more meat on the bone, as you know. And sure, that is the video, guys. I do have to run, but thank you very, very much for showing up. And hopefully I will see you in a couple days. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.